from the PFAG, former player Edema Kim Pfizer Kumasi Asante Kotoko ewo eyefia a ene ne ba be din komo ede afa nano kwasiada enwoma ekoso ewo nsuatre abra nsuatreman ene Asante Kotoko this year ni March the 19th of the Ghana Premier League March ekoba na wiye na Asante Kotoko chitani ani din bebre na de nim no ne na Pooley ipabone ni bi de sekan ko na Pooley enka ati asefo ho biem yedi nkomo chese ema akwa ba biem
ya ni ajibo
me ye so wa follow the course na no kwasiara ni nyina ye ni kan sha asem free players no o de ball no wabobi ene eba eye players nso omo wefe ku a eye PFAG so a o ye panyi kese wo the course na no kwasiara na dia na abeka dia fa ho
yo me da sijibu mechia etiefo nyina sad area hopa se footballer eye agudi a ketimi ekanipa bom ema oni obi kura ya ka utumi ni bom because of football no and then no and football so ma e create enemies ema ejini pankwankura efri ninsem na player side no also on behalf of PFAG no fi say ne captains no akasa no more platform the information kakra to was to be honest we were not so happy with what we saw because players there you are supposed to be each other's keeper. I mean you are one family mu yegusia ba ko enti images na ye hu ne mesi o park no say players any atwa mo ho ani o mo ko nim say in a game sometimes incidents to miss but o sha jibo if you go chiri kwa no see within few minutes na
to atwa
enti se nipa ba ko mienu be na sha se a mo amaka no e na o se mo ye de mutumi ekopata players no na we there what we saw ni say omo mo chiri no kwa na ekoka ho a omo ebi tutu omo na enti in fact ya PFAG ya condemn sa act na players no exhibit our partners no ntwaye because this is not supposed to happen. I don't know day no ebusuan ba ko competition na football na mobo enye ntokwa enti se BBS na sa anko ye nipa nwene bi enti omo ase a mo amaka akire no na nka o say mutumi separate sa tu no na enkeka so enko ni because eba sa na mo players na mo partners no mo na mo insight fans na wa bontin no because fans na wo because of mo the more your partners na no mo hwe it's mo ko partners so a about so for so dey no mo nye yes enti on that side no me feel say entwaye and ye various captains no akasa say the course no enye papa ma ya demand unqualified apology from both captains. Asante Kotoko side ne Insuatreman side say they have to apologize to the entire playing body of the Premier League. Say they see and
no majatum zombe.
And they have to. I mean, we are not there. We are a union. We are not there to condone
such
improper behavior. We are almost say a fight the rights and welfare of players there. But say what's someone so near that and I say we are there and also to make kind of natural. That is the only way we are helping you to develop. And we're so disappointed that some of the senior players are mobile boy drew him omuna kai expect almost say I didn't see no come back exhibit leadership in our park no. Some of them were also involved in that act very very bad. If you say no young condemn name you be fam food so na akasa kire players ni nyina say BBC ni kwan say CBO ntokwa de about football I mean ebrochire nyina etumi si but say ba few people involved no mo amaka na also mutumi ade mutumi pata wo na etuntwa wo ni kwa say etwaso na eko na side no stories ayatin images ayehu no I mean everything about this whole thing no enye proper to say it was orchestrated something pre-planned because Oshe may have had the privilege to see some videos and some playbacks be from the first leg game no
oh boy
yes ono Pooley na po I think one of ni ne interviews no bi no ka sɛ nsoatrɛmanfoɔ no sɛ ma ɔma hɔ ɔba hɔ a ɔmbɛbu no aku so even sɛ kasa kwa na ɔka yɛ kɛka hwɛ deɛ si
ne kyɛ sɛ the mo kan makɔyɛ
exactly nti fi sɛ a very shameful act and a very bad day in our history of football ɔsɛ yɛfa akonnwa so na yɛtoto yɛ nneɛma yie mo question baako a mpɛ sɛ mebusa investors no anaasɛ club owners no ebisa mebusa ɔmo sɛ mfasoɔ pɛɛ na ɔmo nyɛ free adwuma no football a serious business so jibo a very serious business
amanfo yɛ de nyɛ sika
a very very serious business nti sɛ adwuma no ɔmo yɛ no ɔmo nya mfasoɔ wɔ so a is that how best they want to continue say no pɛ sɛ ɛkɔ so ɛna ɔmo nya mfasoɔ so a so what is their motive because sɛ woyɛ adwuma na sɛ o system nyɛ adwuma there is no proper structure how do you adwuma na who do you hold accountable and responsible for what because the structures are there na enkyerɛ the level of authorities and who reports to who and then the systems are there too for your checks and balances but the players the clubs are here and no more structure yɛ adwuma clubs are here and no more systems are omutumi ɛde check your money ɛkɔ so very very bad images are na ɛhwɛ time akɔtɔkɔfo ewura security baako kura ni
yeah no policeman
meanwhile so no mmara na a governing football ɛwɔ aburukyire globally no saa mmara na ɛna ɛwɔ ha nsesa regulations no every MA is obliged so setting the rules and regulations in conformity and comply with FIFA mmara untumi FIFA deɛ ni ka sɛ for left a untumi ka sɛ ɔdeɛ no nkɔ right there because at the end of the day no we are a member association na ɔhyɛ FIFA ase it is mmara na omudibu football wɔ aburukyire Germany Italy France yɛ fɛ yɛ seska ɛhwɛ no saa mmara na ɛwɔ ha adenti na yɛ deɛ yɛntumi emulate deɛ ɔmo yɛ wɔ hɔ no yɛntumi mirror ɛmba ha na make sure sɛ nneɛma ɛkɔ yie nti fi sɛ there are a whole lot of questions we need a total reform
okay
na make sure
ɔmo call for sɛ league a yɛbɔ yi yɛn hold on to the league yɛnyɛ nhyehyɛeɛ a yɛn nyinaa efu sɛ nhyehyɛeɛ a yɛayɛ yi deɛ yɛkɔ yɛn anim no ɛbɛboa Ghana football daakye no minim view on it
jibo mefoa so if you say yɛn nyinaa bɛka no kora kyerɛ yɛn ho a de si nnura yi warnings and as a science no esi over and over and over yɛbu ani egu so because your focus ne adwene nyinaa ɛyɛ 3 points football is not all about 3 points on the same dabe na kotoko supporter bi issue too n'ani no I think a couple of years ago
4 or 5 seasons ago
Chelsea. And same region now no Dr. Musapong he nearly got killed same region now no Isa Modu same time same region now no Nana Bantuma hene omo bu no a nyame nko a
ano yeko to see you
yes supporter ohwina so nti nema bebre a enkoyie esi every year bia no eba yebu ye nego so enne obi ahwere ne nkwan yo enti me feel say also take advantage of this na ye reform ye game no say game no ya de da yakoma so pa de a e wo say tutu nyoma ye na make sure say compliance ene me kan emra no de webu chiri na no na wa e de enti no mo ho no de ne koyie na ha nkoyie because ho no compliance ye adwuma ade enye field that merit club licensing qualification. I mean, why should you pass such a field? Being in any political dispensation in our football, no, and of course we now because they are battle. Enti, I hope I saw me tomorrow there. Me park me pass me, and I me be saw to my mintino me pass over park.
So
Sunday man, you enjoy Sunday.
There was problem with leadership on that.
It's not me busa say, omo invest in football no. In fact, a dear no omo vision, omo impa na ni dear. In fact, so be no munye free ball because ubeye nyoma buga na at the end of the day no unya mfa so a hwe we talking about structures and systems. Yen listing number of CEOs e wo kromu a emu dodo ahen pa and merited the position of a CEO.
Okay, club CEOs.
Yes. A club CEO, but you can't say CEO, chief executive officer.
Yeah, I call it from administrators
of every organization.
Yeah,
that position, no, a top managerial level. CEOs are hang of the clubs and the merit the post and as a portfolio of a CEO of an institution. What else? Internally say to do the Madame Fune, the Abebo Ambi team, Mama the CEO, Madame Fune, Miniani, Mama the welfare officer. I didn't know if I welfare. Until say, Ibenya Butre, na ya tutu sa money in sa structure na any system no, e betu to ni no. You will a bad because no any difference no and no any which system works.
But nyina so Chibsah okay nyina leadership.
And I make an said me kai boche because they be an they want to do a butchery.
Yeah.
You can't say boche say no me no say no me no no standard bia
Omacity.
Exactly. Ye dey measure yen so performance e wa ha. Na say sa no me na dey na ye dey different thing. Oh, share the entrance into a Premier League center. And pay meanwhile, no share investment. Honorable Ignatius, aye, honor.
Yeah.
I mean, why can't you complete it fully? Because investment, why only investment?
Yeah.
Now, be na say, baby, wait, a bit na say, baby, sa entrance one. Anything at all could happen. Anything at all could happen. Into yesterday, ya dinner, ye. Neke who say football the number one sport e okromwa eni ne kuta manfo football e kan ebum e do footballer and e do national team no political affiliation there. I mean PNCO, RPCO, NDCO, NPPO eba football national team games especially ya found even national team game eba if you local league ya Kotoko supporters and our supporters and also the team supporters. Unya diverse political affiliates. Ubenya obi awo NPP, ubenya obi awo NDC. But
okay, just I'm member we from news eba sisi and say abra IGP Asia eye Asante Kotoko IMC no. They say we instructed the Bono Regional Police Office. Our head office no Sunyane. Say abayoa yaboni din aboni muzi abene say Akosua China say police for ni enkoche no no so montoto na no nti eno so ye news a eba sisi e Chibsah
yeah
so
oh enti ni oba ni picture ni
ni picture ni
oh enti me fi say obia ni din ebata incident na course ni nyina no pre-match ekopim time I name see nyina I think say I was police network munsa from near to two man no na face no data bia e be collect e wa ha no you make good use of it you make sure say reforms be bia no e be consider all these lapses are e wo ho a edi nya no
ba ma for so say ma football abo amode madun pempen so be especially mo footballers no mu nyina matiada mo mfa e football no ho
no no correct but you see one major problem has to do with our constitution. Also the highest decision making of FA no
Congress
the executive committee yeah omono to be a member of the executive committee you should be affiliated to a club. I mean enyo bia and as ex footballer bia and opese will give you back to the sport now opese or you affiliate to a club directly. What I say. So I think say personally we need to revise the constitution. The formation and as a constitution of the executive committee has to be given a second thought. For me, Ubusamia, it should be constituted by stakeholders. Because at the end of the day, you know, a football no idea there in super and now if any football no more managerial mandate. The national belongs to the government. But they have the managerial mandate. So we should constitute our executive committee in such a way, say, before any policy and any decision comes out, about 80-70% it should be accepted by all stakeholders. It's a fine say, okay, our executive committee should be made up of members of the FA, few members, same one percentage. A rep from the Ministry of Youth and Sports, a rep from the media, being it swag or whatever, a rep from the supporters base, a rep from Players Union, a rep from clubs, that is GALCA, a rep from RFAs. What I say, say such stakeholders were reps on the executive committee are the highest decision making body now. Before a decision is passed and after a policy comes out, the members might have communicated already to the larger group. Usually say decision be about wanting if you make a decision be it means media authority. But the media no more or executive committee or committee be about brief the media.
Yes,
exactly. Those who matters from the various heads say, oh, and I'm one day to or obi or befa feedback. The next executive meeting obi to present ideas. Until before the major decision about Montino. Now almost every stakeholder aware of it. Ebenya omo muntiase kwa na be kakra bi. Enye te say it mean a majority oppose decisions from the FA. Me feel say bibia started from the executive committee. Your constitution also if ni na ye ba mu ma make room for obi a person oboa na all the possibility or the knowledge to help. One person be affiliated to a club no. Obenya ho ake share Abedi Pele. Our club me boa.
Nania.
Yes, and Abedi has a lot to offer to our football. Anthony Eboa, c'est only club. Anthony Eboa person better football.
Ghana football.
Yes, on person better. Before Michael Sir passed away, I mean for the currency, he lost interest in our local football. Because he's not going to coach any local club again. Wow. And from the office of the players union, I can tell you number of young talented players they have given up. They are giving up
because of bad system.
Exactly. Warfare in salaries in and problem no it's networked. Also hard na until say you better say holistically na stakeholder engagement. Man yan keke because some make do na you kotena say kaka inkosiaga yen tu ye hunsi woni make sure say you person reform your football economy na independent to jibo. National economy can depend on football economy. So ye ni
England
bebre inti besra aban bebi edru no also aban be mo be. We need government to invest a lot of money into our football. Yen kaso on family keke no on kwada do on hold the people accountable. Your government institutions bebre in a league any sponsor. You need media partners be see how the standard has fallen. Some time ago and years back we had Super Sports, which is one of the respected
Ghana Nkwano Maya. The other region want to say 10 years ago, new Super Sport.
Down the line.
10 years near Koyanimo. I said, Casey, anymore. Maybe I'm going to say, Send Super Sport for Quadri Liga and Cascai be NIH.
So, Usha
by the Koyachi.
South African League, you see how much money they are making from just media rights and advocate. But say, I need year, Jibo, Obia no didn't see about Beshe, Adia Oniji sponsorship and your philanthropy. So, a mutual benefit, exactly. Or the way Shema, I didn't know free. It is a way to me convince company and say, oh, Fausika say Bishim, now when you say free more, I mean, forget it. Recent years, you sponsors for the league, and query and no my idea. Or my trust, I didn't tell. I brought a signed contract or 3 cents of fun would be free. That means we be on the other side. It's not my fault. I take advantage of that now. What you know if you mean it was say to Nemu, Nesra Bain say, yes, sir, new government aba, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. When minister or still designated and I say is elected as sports minister. Okay. Your best almost say, manifesto no. Minya being ready on sports side. But your best room say, Omuma sports no enye idea a hiomo pa. Neighbors room say, Omum Fasika and share sports in him. Fasika, they should keep the control. In fact, the say, is still abandon this case, shame, size canoe, editor players, Akitiakuna. It will go a long way to help. What I say, because sponsorship money in the core, near Chama clubs now. I mean, you name the clubs owners need be there. a bit the more personal properties. Just because he feels say he's invested some money. Exactly. But so do see cash him now we need proper plan, we need proper structure now. That's how you feel. But if you say be a scanner but also do show. But the main actors of the game, no, any players, any coaches, no. The technical guys, no, one to one, they'll be an air. You see a can say jab or book stay there will be a useless. Exactly. A useless. In fact, so be in him. Into your best say, ye may ninko in the details, you say, take care of the details. Big things come by themselves. Ye may ninko in your marketing kitibia, ye bui and yagusua if you say any fee, a bini player salaries. Yeah, Busumi swan, player and salary. A be a bit labor, but it may be to me call a man in Numisia. And I say, as some I can say, you say, be a scanner, a bua scanner soon. Inte busumi ba kokra ba na mienu ma ya player na dey obeti survival. Let's find a means be to make sure say player salaries are guaranteed and they come on time. Yeah, improve upon player welfare. Now that is the only way you bet me improve build on the national team. The national team say soon no. Jibo Black Stars and build the team home. Nobody builds a team at the senior national level. When your players now how many days? 5 days. Oko build the idea.
World Cup
come deliver and leave. 5 days. And you know that is why you can say you keep a core of the team. Sunday morning at the youth level, you use U17, U20, especially with U20. So you qualify for the maiden edition of World Cup now. I didn't tell you, we had 60-70% of our U20 group in that squad.
Yeah,
we grew up together. Some of us we started from U12. Michael Essien, myself, Obodai, Antoniana, no kind of U12.
Georgia.
Some of us, exactly. Some of us started from there. At regional level, we came to national level. Under 70, be by. Under 20, be by. But corner, into senior level, no. I mean, Michael Essien Kutabola, he doesn't need to tell the reporting what his capabilities are. Derek knows. John Pencil knows. Obieni. And you know, we should look at the transition, no, then for sustainable plans being ukwamu. Just say now share your current national team, U20, U20. People say if they are in camp, how many of the previous U17 can you find in the current U20? But yes,
just a man also view we say facilities are used a stadia for league games, no. Virtually, there be a complaining. But club licensing for no call normal approval. Yen na boa to improve our game, ever reach standard beer. If not, a level will be able to turn yam crowd teams away at least it's okay. ABC Stadium ni bu ha enyimfrio. Tima only the capacity to meet the club licensing requirement for Premier League, you know. Say you have 6 krana or multi-meter requirement na more league, you know.
That is how it should be. Jibo, that is how it should be. Say per se, ye football ni here. Say only the focal point and I know the objective na you want it there. That is how it should be. Say nipa mi onu kwa na betimi abo aye mo. One person will come and make sure say
we meeting.
Exactly. Yes, Qatar. After some host to World Cup. Also see stadium baby.
Yeah. In
order not to get those stadia to be like white elephant, you know, they are making use of it. Into FA9 and Shisha games now.
Yeah. There's a Cote d'Ivoire anyway.
A house of folk name before it doesn't matter the Obo home. Munkobono Stadium way. Just so to make use of the stadium. You say the stadium in a war I access it. A sipon. Just Oko Cape Coast as say. I mean
pitch now for
Premier League. It used to be one of the best pitches in Ghana. Grass. Green pa. And no can keep because they are I didn't tell. Previous ex sports minister about BCC centers be
on our as a gasama.
Why are we why are we not making use of it? Now in division 2 leagues, you're born on park tan so division 1 park tan so meanwhile no we are there buying this car shame millions of senior dollars per season.
Dollars.
Why can't we make use of this? They should look critically to our sport. Whatever they have in their manifesto, I mean, they should make sure say.
Ebe good say you be cancel this season league. Near put two proper reforms. Near start league for.
Jibo ebeboa. And in order for it not to be waste of time, you better also in a year. Because in Chebia they call normalization. What I say? We shouldn't be here today. If we've gone through normalization how many years ago? We shouldn't be here. We shouldn't be here. In Chebia, you making sure say be in a year. And you say walk away waste of time, any resources. Just like previous years now. I was say you might need I was saying many coach money. Football, I'm making a movie. So when we sit back and see some of these things now, a hard dream. A hard dream.
Yusif Alhassan Chibsah and you know AD and Common David Obinyako or say Ochiao. Say legend papa. We are singing our sis no. Yusif Alhassan Chibsah. Here someone.
Office bonsam Dixon Kinafama na or the picture be ascend me say me fan chere we are singing 6 who say tom of bonsam na efre no na so okaya no describe that match no ne bibi kakra emfa ho just for almost so
na etie for na bem tie na
me na me hwehwa han ni anti we dey na probably TV so oh okay anti we dey mpacho we dey so we hunti ma me fama mpacho hwana oh fama anti mpacho me sram we dey mo fanto fa
ko ase ne ma me hu
aha okay so person obusa say game there
o say na any o na bia bi o kai you kakra bibi kakra be kan fa
I even scored in this game.
Yeah.
Mama pija ina me o de pija na me.
Masende am mpacho masende am.
Wa sende am me.
Ai masende am na me.
Me do sende am me dia say.
Me dia mo o reply line no so.
1 2 3 4.
Hey. Mini Emba Chastela na owu.
Was it the best midfield one of the best midfield akotoko enya in those times and I say
na Facebook for me na mo fan do manage yeah.
Chibsah ye na etie for no so ni nkomo. 053.
The planning of our league in here a different dynamics for planning of the league quite a fast football league na see a tennis session of for if 8 clubs no relegation yenye bi na obi o ha onye you see the focus on 3 points that mentality should be changed. The America can so be league we here we a top standard and some what do level yeah
3 points
yeah they bem. So you realize that clubs will pay more emphasis on how to get those things and remain professional than the 3 points.
I agree.
Now say NBA need relegation NBA so the desire for points hot here but the level of professionalism now grew. The birth of the Premier League, a nation from the first division, it started from a disaster. Disaster see clubs na kesiane sorry who said the amount of money they are making as compared to send your chairman obia and say so some clubs sat down and decided that listen, moving forward, this is the amount of money they deserve, and they led the revolution. So revolution number all these things that we are saying will be useless. So from organization, the structure of teams that should even qualify to play in the Premier League, asem we yakasa teams that qualifies about Premier and one more and yet team beyond the about Premier team or you be fitting for a regional league. Team being befitting for even the first division, national first division, a regional league. The last time Felix Annan make him move a call England and I'm a share Jibo more structure. Which my kind leagues be 8 leagues
England there engineer easy.
Egugumbe 8 enyo bia no say me pay ball. Me make investment. Precope from division 2 division 1 pine no about premier. Premier na there and can say do left will be 8 teams, 6 teams. No be about 3 matches. Over home baako, away baako, neutral venue baako. Just to keep the fans entertained. And be befitting for regional level. And be befitting for a recreational football. as a recreation and yet for say the body when it be meant for academy. Such structure in here and some security measures are them salary structure so total overall of our game. Into where the esre and yet changing and Africa no because we don't prepare well. Because things in this country is not set well. African air has any question. You buy out this answer MTN FA Cup. FA Cup. FA Cup handling our tea. Ubiania break by all means, but so open the passion. On time take. Why about the league? Just sending you now. Today, we say Jibo before the man knows him. They be a cassette. Every institution be a no kwa huchirimwa. You must take the share at the end of every year. A review. And find ways they can improve the following season. A Bagana football now. Your both season we are. The last 10 matches, hooligans sorry pa, referee some sorry, betting in some sorry because team are unqualified on team league or no no. Yet betting on some pa. Yeah, there's no planning, there's no solution. Yes, you're brainstorming to find solutions to fix the issues. Over here, say the calendar by yourself started. Into the piano. You better start this year with the sponsor. You better read the following year without the sponsor. But can the Papa Man start this year with the sponsor? You start next year with a new one in addition to the old one. And I say old one improved through, the new one is coming in with an improved let's say money compared to the old one. That is when people are planning behind the scenes. But I heard you. Why is it that UEFA decided a Champions League format on Messi? And I know what was her.
And nobody the air can.
Who say clubs need pursue an agenda. An agenda now clubs need pursue. They need to change it. Exactly. So they design a new format and PR to even explain it to the fans. And after one a year, after just one site. Look at how people have started falling up with the new format.
Chibsah Akwaba. On the say yeah na bibia boko de okay Yusif Chibsah ewufia Champions League na kan ho asem no Chibsah mo de say ro mutu kwa no ne omom no ma na dili we this year Champions League ska ba mu pa
of course papa
and I was surprised say Champions League sika na cha omogbo na omunya from sponsorship no even clubs no ma Champions League ni bi no UEFA was sika omo de ma associations no e mo che esa de ma clubs no.
That's where people are planning.
So omo na ebo no ma be Champions League. So they should be strengthened. So na be ya omo more competition omo Champions League.
So what the mention say UEFA sa ma association ni sika e mo che ma clubs na mo ma anko bi mpo no o ma qualify no omo nya sika ni bi.
First na competitions are UEFA born endorse. First na say no more Champions League. No, I bought UEFA Cup and Cup Winners' Cup, and I'm deciding some more major. Now I'm the Conference League about the count. At every point in time, to say, them, how the world is changing. We live in a very dynamic society, and you're static. I dare to know your mess. First, now could iPhone 7 Plus and now I can and now the 5 baby because my fatu baby. They say, there are certain applications or download do Gusu because Ember. The world is changing. So people are serious look at how Omube move along the wave of development in the society.
All right. From Insuatre, they already say apart from Globe TV, na Insuatre man, omo cameraman nkwana ewo ha, omo so twa match ni. Nti GF cameraman be any ho.
Anko that day.
Yeah.
How? That's why they are in charge.
Na Omo ma GF cameraman.
All right. Yeah, he was there, but much I job for that.
Na ezo man omo so kotoko media team no. Obi dia ba se be ko. Ezo akọ bi chi no. Obo na so no aye ne yam blue. Bona so no aye ne yam blue. Bo akoso na nefusu nti se media.
It's a sad one.
Bako sana ko so
sad end dey hu and me the kotko me kai you were also there
arehu
okay and we are talking at time if you kotko is about 8 years ago 7 8 years na sa any man is yan kan wa sema ma beduru ne so what did they make us yan kan wa what you said this season insuatema preventive mediama. Yeah, you see, preventive mediama, and it happened because I'm off one Kebia mediama because at that time, Omune Kotoko Aba Momenta. It's a bad mediama the other by, and I'm off for you almost on Yamen Ede at Tiamaka. But mediama wrote a letter to the FA saying so they want to record Omuma News to Atremama Omutia for a training purposes. You do it so at a man for some Montiasi. But any chips and common players
Facebook for no fast. My video momo. Omoyan fast now. You see, club license for no, they are wicked. They are very wicked.
I know you're wicked.
Facebook or fast, no fast man, Mr. One. They are very wicked to approve a professional football match we played in such an environment. The environment itself is not conducive and like any welcoming for football. Jibo, you see, football I see a person any year from a BI associated with it BR, we have to do it and do it perfect. Anytime I say Nyame adoma Thursday say almost a meeting. Kotoko should not just say you person better say one corner because one me have been told say they started talking about how to restart the league once again. Almost I say because the idea is on the agenda. They should make sure say their position is clear. We need reforms. And then the CEOs were talking about it. They says some of the admitters that without Kotoko they can't play league in Ghana here. Boy, yes, you like you. The ball Kotoko ni ma won wa go no. Yeah, this is young kind of Kotoko ni ma the strength of Kotoko. E see you kaka bia okroma say. E was a situation here like abochire mpo no. We see how the other Madrid and Barcelona Jibo, without them La Liga, and La Liga. Sana, Oko, England, those teams now are there.
There is the right.
Jibo, time I know to Eko Stadium in New York. Maybe I know one we rebels can easily attack them.
There's a second team where they Chibsah, there's a money in
Jibo, Jibo, show. Yakobo Ghana Premier League professional football. Look at how wait Obi rebels but me attack you easily. Rebels Jibu. Then club licensing for sit down. Now ma approve such a venue.
Where the cabinda, muka cabinda.
Wait, Joe. They say, but comfortably, Dr. Evans saying, Banyako. The committee no matter if football a place football. They are very wicked. We have one for. I said, can you correct your just as one on the Kumasi, we any venue to play football. Kotoko should lead the charge for proper reforms. Jibo, say Ebekono the Ivory Coast way until say and say Burkina. Omufi say one day so some of the facility and enough. League James in Bono few selected venues. You couldn't buy from no baby. Because any kwase in Swatre, Doma, Brukum, sa venues no, and you fit the purpose. And yet fit the purpose. Now, I will be very surprised if Kotoko and take advantage of this to lead a reform. Jibo may say without them, I understand that. You know, I'm going to be an Akosua, final thing. Say, now, you call a legina, some will be Omu and Wako League of Krumasi, so move every Mugu GF, so be out in the baby.
As we free a Kwan Kobe Stadium, no, a 10 to 15 minutes drive.
No, I'm okay. And I say that you say, no, okay, and I'm way. You know, okay, a quite a Kotoko, and I'm sure I'm going to do me. They have to lead the reform, the charge for reforms. how security is set up our stadium. Now it should move beyond some home team because it's called Belchian. Now, say police, like I said, yeah, the 20 about said, yeah, 5 from Barabi. It should be now. Security should be given to them. Say, Ashanti Regional, Kumasi, says, Babara or Division May. Asukwa, Babara.
And Asukwa.
Okay, Asukwa. Yeah.
The stadium should be security. The beer should be handed to Asukwa. Police come for no. They should determine the number of security guys they will bring at the stadium. And you catch them saying that you miss Kenty, you may 5 and you may 7 per day. At any point in time, security should be just a look as a club have anything to do with security. Okwakra, you be a class stadium, sorry, Legon away, you know, never come Legon for. I'm going to take charge. Yes, sir. You better, sir, and let's see, the Akosua. Pretty 120 on YouTube. If 120 police were there, they see a brain cancy. Jibo, yes, I'm going to entrance on the
police, no nothing.
No police. Yes, of course, I do. I say, who can get 8, 9 adults who are better time no more.
Now, park is super for open the raho.
I'm the one who say,
come on, you see
video, the first video near boy. Time, Obijina say. Ya wo biska mumie ambulance nema police for near my so move gate no they was share a club t white on one video ha any oni was on prima police for the gate ambulance nema
do me say yes I was some na but you have to take advantage of every situation to make the best decisions. And now the best decision is Kotoko should lead the charge to make sure say we reforms Jungu. Oh no. The reforms is yebeye reforms. Na enyama akoyiye edame football. Kotoko me mo bianko dada omo. And na yebeye
Kotoko dey so maka omo say want to see ebeye hwehwemu akwa see the last yi. No ma mo bo ato mo yem ase no ma ma so mo babiem
enye ahwehwemu nko ahun there should be changes, reforms. They should lead the church. Me I know say arope Kotoko no call upon omo brothers house of me I know say omo view house of no will not for la omo for mo decide the way say omo ko kabum to allow find the effort to do the right and omo nye but on their own me say without Kotoko you say system no bring the ball chroma say no now omo ko na ball chroma sad can increase
Zach made